Okay, good afternoon, everyone. As per the India time, namaste to all. A warm welcome to all those who've connected on Zoom for this knowledge sharing session organized by Zena International Foundation, XIF for short. Those who may not be aware, Zena Group has a number of entities, of which XIF is one of them. And this is brainchild of Mr. Rajiv Anand. Let me start by playing a short video which illustrates the vision.
In a World Vision document, we are a family bringing joy, happiness, prosperity in our lives and around by nurturing, encouraging, catalyzing, enabling 360-degree well-being in physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and economic dimensions. Our vision: abundance of joy, happiness, care, and prosperity for all. Our mission: we strive for alleviating pain, suffering, and poverty, encouraging unshackled-free thoughts, enabling dignified jobs and livelihood, nurturing close family bonding, seeking joy and happiness in the impact caused. Our values: passion, work with passion and from heart. Our values: humility, learning attitude, mutual respect, and open to listening to others. Our values: integrity, sincere, honest, and ethical principles. Our values: empathy, understand and feel others as your own. Our values: humanity, have compassion, brotherhood, fellow feeling, and kindness. Our values: joy, work that brings joy and value, diversity and inclusion. Our character: trust, belief, faith, and confidence in self and in others, from where love and compassion emanate. Our character: virtue, high moral values, patience, consideration, trustworthiness, and forgiveness. Our character: transparency, honesty, openness, and not guarded. Thank you.
Next, I come to Mr. Amitav Pathak. He's an established leader in the industry with more than 34 years of experience in manufacturing, retail, e-golf, healthcare, and high-tech industries. After completing his engineering degree in electrical and electronics and master's degree in physics from the prestigious BITS Pilani and a management degree in AIMA as gold medalist, he has served organizations and worked extensively across the globe. He has been a lead assessor for ISO and CMMI and an expert in TQM. He's worked for SAIL, US Steel, IS Incorporated, Polaris, and Intellect. He is passionate about coaching and has been actively imparting training and coaching sessions to leadership teams and managers at Intellect Design. Amitav is the director and strategist at Innolite, a product manufacturing company in Neutralite industry. He has co-founded Data Crafts, which is into developing innovative and complex products and solutions in healthcare. He is also mentoring several startups in manufacturing, retail, healthcare, and some high-tech domains. Being an amateur painter and sculptor working in multiple mediums, Amitav brings a creative and innovative approach in his design of solutions and processes. Today, he is going to talk about business proposals. Over to you, Amitav.
I'm going to talk about two proposals here. One proposal is very dear to my heart, and I've been thinking and planning for some years now. Not able to start it, so I'm going to talk about it, because Zena is a platform where uh, I feel if I can influence, then there is a chance of that project to move on. That's one. That's about harnessing the potential of retirees. So I'm again 100 years that theme. It's just by chance. Right? The second one which I would talk is more about there is a need to start something in business for Zena, and I found what can be done very, very quickly with some sort of structured thinking. Right? Two proposals as I talked. One is called the Life 7, which is back to life. Okay. The other one is Expert Talks, which is a webinar proposal. Okay. So I'm Amitabh Pathak, People, Process, Technology. That's the balance which I bring in. So Life 7, this is the moon moving from to the Amavasya, like the depiction. So I'm retired after serving for 30 long years in a hectic and busy life where I honed and polished my core competency and skills, where I grew up the ladder steadily, learning to manage work, situation and people, coaching and grooming others as I grew, practicing my work and refining it into perfection, earning respect and name for who I am, has suddenly come to an abrupt end. Finding my partner in marriage, creating a world full of life, rearing our children from birth to their adulthood, enjoying watching them grow with pride, suddenly seems to screech to a halt. Youthful exuberance, strength, and vigor of young age, living a healthy and disease-free life, stretching my body beyond limits at times, not worried of minor wear and tear, all of a sudden seems wrinkled and aging. Enjoying my money as I earned, invested in children's education and a roof of mine, created my home bit by bit, never realized when the time zipped past me with a jolt, waking me up to face reality this grim. Standing alone at this crossroad of life, not much left that can assure my life. Children are busy as I was when young, partner too involved in her own world and circle. I want to belong. I want to live. I want to continue living respectfully, keeping my heads high. I want to remain healthy, all my wrinkled self. I don't want to be dependent and neglected like a deadbed. A Life 7 coach met me and told me about this fabulous movement with people like me in mind. A carefully crafted engagement that could help live my dream. Doctors, nurses, and attendants just a call away. Family, siblings, and friends always connected. A platform to practice my skill as an expert. An opportunity to learn new skill from other experts. To get recognition, stay healthy and safe, and create a meaning for my life. I jumped with joy. Life 7 seemed just the next thing in life. I enrolled myself, registered with all details, my profile, my medical conditions, my family, my siblings, and of course, my expertise. My Life 7 coach helped me with the guidance all the while. Life has changed since then, and I've become engrossed with a difference this time, however, making a difference to others, helping build the society I live. Something I always wanted to do as a child. Life 7 is my reminder service, my alarm, and my lifeline. I feel protected and safe. I feel surrounded and wanted by people around. My life is short. I feel like living long. I have now become a Life 7 coach and search for people just retired. And I am not alone. 3 of my enrolled retirees are now coaches like me, a matter of satisfaction and pride. I am again independent, loving grandfather, and a respected elder in my neighborhood and circle. I get appreciated, I get rewards, I get thank you note from people far and near. I have got back my life, my pride, my respect, and my close ones. And I am proud to be part of this transformational journey. Life 7, back to life. 8% of, and this is just Delhi NCR, okay? 8% of Delhi NCR population consists of elder. Okay? Delhi alone has got an elderly population of 12 lakhs. Old age becomes more painful due to inability to adapt to changed social atmosphere. The way we are exponentially changing from 2000 onward, 95, 2000. So the rate itself is enormous. So in our generation, we have seen much more than the generation of my father or any other till date. So there is isolation and loneliness. 83.8% elders are isolated in old age. Okay, and out of that, 89.8 are in urban areas. 94% elders live with their spouses, and 97% elders live alone, consider themselves isolated. In nuclear families, about 71% older persons are in isolation. 43% facing depression due to isolation and loneliness. 33% elders are in poor health condition because of loneliness. 16.2% elders feel unsecured in their lives. About economic conditions, 33% are struggling paying for daily needs. That's the other aspect. 65% older person living in Delhi NCR has monthly income of less than 10,000. 36% of 80 plus years category has no income. Good health condition is major reason for keeping engaged, generating income. 90.32% elders want to change things. So there is hope, big hope, right? To better their old age, 99% in the age group of 60-70, majority, right? Just how started the retirement. And 96.5 and 70 to 80 years, right? So 95.39 old women, now that's surprising, are not satisfied with present circumstances and want change. What are the major issues faced by elders? One of the grave issue is the legality, the wish and the will of that person versus, the reality. 14.5%. Interpersonal relation is another one. I have seen one of my close grandparents, from the in-laws side. They were together, they used to sit and one would look at Purab and another would look at Pachim. And when I asked, she said that, I've spent all my life with him in the forest. He was a forest conservator. He said, now, in my prime time, he was busy, he didn't look at me, so why should I look at him? Financial status, another big one. It has to do with self-respect, it has to do with pride, it has to do with, a possibility of buying some gift for grandchildren, okay, buying something for which he's not questioned, or psychological conditions brought by all these emotional upheaval. Medical setup, definitely, with the aging, and especially in India, we just give up. We give up. I was inspired when in the keynote address when I looked at the possibility of seeing 60 as a midpoint in the career. So that bill goes on increasing, the gravity goes on increasing. Social environment, the padosi, the people around. Suddenly you feel that you are in the midst of a group who is lethargic, which is not active, who doesn't want to do anything. So you are just sucked into or pulled back from the active life. And because it is a snapshot, I don't understand why one day before you were perfectly active and perhaps at your peak of career, and just a day after that photograph of farewell, you suddenly become good for nothing. Can't be. So there are some statistics in the center, priority for social change. If you see, the major chunk is respect and appreciation. Major chunk. Okay. More family support. Big one, the gray one. Love and compassion. Blue one. Okay. And we all think wrong, right? So those are the stark realities. Priority for medical setup, the center. Priority for major legal concern, right? The bottom. So they are hungry for love, compassion, respect, appreciation, support, more interaction and higher status, obviously medical attention and safety and security. All right. So what do we do? Okay. So we create a proposition which helps stay connected with family, friends, siblings, parents, which helps stay healthy, health monitoring, medical conditions, medicines, doses, checkups, stay safe, doctor, nurses, paramedics, therapists available on call, stay engaged, show expertise and get pride in the contributing. More important than earning is the pride in the contributing. Recognition, have rewards, popularity, appreciate, badge-based systems of which could be, shared and exchanged in the community. Express self by having blogs, by category, poetry, travel, politics, whatever they wanted to do when they were a child. Express. Legal assistance, very important. What are the rights? What are the, the property, the will, somebody to take care. Mindfulness, obviously, to help maintain the, the activity of the brain and activity of the body, spirituality, meditation, yoga, physical exercise, whatever, right? So that mindfulness. And call out for any emergency, police, fire, COVID, burglary, whatever. All right, so what we are talking about is, if you see the arrows, the financial stability, the physical well-being stability, the emotional stability, and the peace of mind, right? So the outside boxes would say, what it leads to. And okay, now this concept, it will, and this is just the first level data which I collected from some friends and from some surveys. So, if there are tie-up with pharmacists, tie-up with doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, medical equipment supplier, medical rentals. So those are the kind of commission that can be looked at. There would be fee from the expert services, while the elderly who impart knowledge, etc., would earn. There would be a fee to it, so that would be another one. Legal assistance, that would be another one. Obviously, advertisement. This is a big one. This is a very, very big one countrywide. Suddenly the country would find at least 5 to 7 years of additional employability. Right? So while on one side the numbers are challenging, that and that's why these voluntary retirement, early retirement, etc., and the youngsters are taking place. But those who have skills, those who are good at it, can sort of give back, not through the employment, but through this venue. Okay. So obviously corporate as a CSI, and there could be more, right? So that's the current thought. Now, how do we enroll? They're all around. I go to my RWA. I ask for a meeting of 60 and above, and generally they are available, and I get to a group and talk about it, and they say yeah, we love it, right? So advertisement, pension office is one, bank is another, LIC is another, RWA society is another, NGOs, social marketing, word of mouth, whatever. So what is to be done, right? What is to be done is a simple basic portal, and that portal would have a roadmap to add on functionalities as we grow, right? But it must address the identified key area of feeling engaged, feeling worth, feeling connected. Okay, so we can launch with minimal functions. The non-technical part would be to create toolkit design for enrolling people. When the Zeena reaches out to various LRD's forums, then there has to be standard toolkit to pave that. Perhaps a pilot to sharpen the beta launch before you actually announce a mega launch. Parallelly, affiliations, that's where the money would come from, the tie-ups and the collaboration. Finally, the marketing and branding, this goes a long way, that we need to establish us as a brand by social marketing, by involving people, evolving mentorship model. So that's the strength, it's a cyclic thing. And once you reach the entropy level in any cyclic process, then you don't have to work. Then the process works for you. Okay, so that's the first one, and I'll take the questions together. The second one is pretty simple. Zeena Talks. It's on the line of TED Talks or any such forum. Learning platform. What is the concept? A platform for webinars on identified topics for skill enhancement. Okay, many of us has got capability to impart sessions in engineering, in management, in certain specific area which are involved in business. Okay, the large organization don't need, because they have their own muscles to take care of this. However, entrepreneur and small SME and MSME, they struggle because they don't have any clue of how to do it. Okay. It will be a registration based paid sessions, perhaps free introductory sessions and recording to lure and to pull people, and have membership, single session, annual, lifetime, any such concept. What's the background? The background is that the Zeena has strong personalities from various walks of life. All of you know that. All of you who are listening to me are part of those personalities. Right? Zena together has, and this is just a humble sort of estimate, it will be more 2,500 into average. I've taken 25 years of experience. This will easily be more because there is a tilt of seniors, right? So 62,500 plus years of knowledge base, huge knowledge base this is, and niche knowledge. Okay, Zena talent pool has potential to have high impact in fulfilling skill gap in industry. Okay, this idea is not new. Okay, when Zena was formed, when I used to talk to Rajiv several times, we had mooted this idea. The progress has been limited without a structure, right? So what is needed is to have a structure where movement is visible. So various speakers have delivered powerful sessions, one just before me, right? Showcasing a glimpse of possibilities in this area. Okay. What else? It's a win-win for all. Entrepreneurs, SME, MSME businesses gain by having a reach to world-class expertise, world-class experts talking. Okay. Industry benefits by addressing the professional skill gap. There is a skill gap, right? Prospective entrepreneurs, the people who want to be entrepreneurs, students, or young people early in life, young ladies want to jump into entrepreneurship, can have a glimpse to the professional and structured way and techniques to do things. Okay, so some may hate it, some may say that no, this is not my cup of tea, right? Whatever, but they have a chance to preview. Zena speakers gain by learning from such session, because each session you get feedback, each session you gain confidence and also popularity, and increase your brand, personal brand. Zena improves in its brand and reach. Obviously, if there are 100 people talking, and from word of mouth or from social media, this just sets fire, right? So it improves its brand and improves its reach. Zena earns immediately as gestation period is minimal. For this, there is hardly any gestation period, and we'll talk about it. Zena members involved earn, that each speaker would earn, attracting others to join. Okay, so it's win-win for all. What are the requirements? If we want to showcase this as a world-class platform, then we need to maintain strict high standards, very strict high standards, so that it is not being seen as yet another. Okay. The other thing is to maintain uniformity of something called the UX. For non-techies, it is user experience, right? So when you watch a TED Talk, when you go to attend a TED Talk, you almost get the same experience, right? So each talk is of standard duration. Each talk is in a circle with a hot sort of spotlight in the center with the red background, everything, right? Everything is expected. And if something is not as per expectation, then you say that no, this is not TED, right? So that is user experience. Okay. Provide distinctly higher value than the charges. Okay. So we keep the charges which never become debatable, because we deliver value which is much higher. Okay. Having mechanism of genuine feedback. This is very important, that first few sessions we have a feedback mechanism implemented to drive a continuous improvement, so that very quickly we geared up whatever lacuna or whatever shortfall we have, and evolve a sound marketing strategy to reach target participant. Obviously, we need participants to speak, right? So that engine needs to be thought and to be rolled out. Okay, and because of that seriousness, because of the money involved, 95% weightage would be on the content and the adherence to time. Like if we say 1 hour session, then it is a 1 hour session, 99% of time. No scope for frills. Right? So the next actions have a structure and methodology unique to Zena. This is very important, right? For brand, we need to evolve a structure and a methodology which we can say this is the Zena methodology. right? So everybody get pulled to hear or to learn about Zena methodology, right? So that's important. Most of the successful venture in this aspect, they have their own methodology, starting from Stanford to CXO to talk about any such forum. Structure methodology to provide uniform user experience. I told about it. This would need some thought, some work. Committee need to be set up who would handpick the members and to get to categories, maybe 5-6 categories to start with. We can choose tech, we can choose healthcare or whatever, right? So we have to be very choosy there. And topics as per relevance and demand, what people want to hear, not what we want to speak or say, right? So my talk here is only because you are listening or maybe not listening, right? So I'll know at the end by the quality of questions. Review talent pool, categorize, assess capability and levels, both, right? So we would have capability, huge capability, and we would have levels. Maybe I am level 1, and then somebody would be, expert level 3, whatever, right? Decide pricing model, duration, format. These are things which would go on parallelly. Right? Decide terms and conditions and legal requirement, very, very important. Before we launch this to public, then we need to set the terms and condition with the speaker, with participant, etc., etc. What are the legalities, etc. Categorize session link to certification. Right now, this is important because if you want to maintain a standard, then certifications help. Right? So have some Zena certification 1, certification level 2, certification level 3, something, and this would evolve. This is not immediate. And then, that would help you maintain standard, and as more and more speaker would want to participate, okay? Move towards multi-level certification around that USP. Which USP? The Zena USP, the Zena methodology and the uniqueness. Okay, so how do we launch? Okay, we should have around 5.
Can I just intervene? We need to wrap up because now.
Yeah, this is the last one, right? So we should have around 5 sessions earmarked, 2 to 3 weeks for campaign and promotion, and quickly arrive at that template of UX, and we should be able to start. So that's where I end my session. Thank you.
My first question to Amitabh Bhai is that the components of service, especially for the life, for the older people that was talked about, they're available in parts, which means, say, for example, if you look at medical, there is a set of players who provide the medical service. Supposing you look at the insurance, the financial part, there's a set of players who provide that. Then there are a set of players who provide, say, counseling services, which relate more to interpersonal relationships and so on. Possibly one way to look at this is that this is not integrated, and there's no one service provider who takes the person from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the desired spectrums of services to these older people. So I just wanted to pick your thoughts on whether you have thought about how to package this in terms of a service delivery system.
Right. So you have answered your question. See, we have these in silos, and they have the clients across the age groups, right? So people who are counselor, they don't focus on elderly, but they see counseling as a skill, and similarly medical, and similarly safety, security, talk about everything. Now what is different here is that this is focused around a particular set who are in the current condition and needs attention, and if we can package and give it to them in that form, right, then they move to a much higher plane of pride and level in the society, and contribute much more, give back to the society. So that's what is the difference. So you answered it.
Can I ask the question? My keyboard isn't working, so I can't put on chat. Can I just directly ask?
Yes, please go ahead, Nandita.
Yeah, yeah. So Amitabh ji, this is a very wonderful idea, and I just wanted to know, because I've been contemplating on actually some startup taking on a site which will actually aggregate senior citizens, and this site will actually give a lot of part-time jobs and such kind of activities for the senior citizens, because while they are retired, I say they are really not tired, right?
Correct.
So I would really like if this can be also made area wise, if the retired people can be aggregated on the portal on a site according to the expertise, and then people looking at this site where they need such people for their expertise and also for not a full-time but maybe part-time jobs, and that would really be so beneficial for the senior citizens.
Correct. I talked, Nandita, I talked about the avenue of earning for them, right? So that is exactly what you are talking about. So that would need, the collation and the aggregation of the skills availability versus the demand, and to have that happen. Right. So that is definitely a part of this portal. Portal is nothing but the site. It is not two-dimensional. It will have intelligence backward.
A quick question from my side, Amitabh-ji. We are all, at least I can speak for myself, getting older, but not yet very old. And some of our skills are getting quite outdated. I can speak for myself, and there are two other IM people out here, but my skills in marketing have totally got outdated because they were in the physical world. And now we're talking marketing in the cyber world. And we have absolutely no idea what to do with that very early on when we were in institute. So we have to reskill ourselves, So for the people slightly older than me, I mean, they need to reskill before they can really say, I can impart skills and I can maybe monetize that period. So how do you think the old people can reskill themselves?
Yeah, that's a beautiful question which you posed. A couple of years back, I helped EduTech company design the curriculum for marketing, which is around digital marketing. What is happening is that digital marketing has become technical, right? So you see computer science graduates or IT people embarking and doing campaigns and promotions and stuff for companies, right? So they are good technically, they are not good aesthetically, they are not creative, they are not sort of so because it is free, almost free, people are tolerating, but there are serious repercussions. Some companies repute has come to stake, and that's the cost. That's the negative cost of near free digital marketing. So we need our best brains, people like you, people who are very, very strong marketing, because marketing has got little to do with the tools. You had the tool of billboard, you had the tool of center spread of a magazine, you had those are tools, and you use those tools as per your creative sense, right? The content and the layout. Now the tools have changed. Now it is targeted marketing. Now actually you had bows and arrows, now you have machine guns, right? So if you get trained to those machine guns, you would be wonder, right? So I agree with you, and I'm making a noting immediately, because that part of sharpening the skill to the current ways and technologies, that must happen. One thing good is, because of these the current technologies, they made it very simple to learn. It is no longer our times when we used to code through compilers and all that. So now it is studio based. Now everything 3 months, 4 months. So good point, but learnable, sir. So we can talk offline. It is learnable.
Yeah, sure.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Amitabh-ji. Very nice. And, there's something new to learn. And you've also given a model for how Zeena can take its name and image forward and contribute to the, let's say, the knowledge bases of people who are going to be associated with Zeena. So thanks a lot.